we're growing in the last 5 years at an 8 to 10% rate per year. I think that was available back in early 2000s. I mean, that kind of growth was available at the time. We just weren't prepared systems-wise, marketing-wise, to handle it and to reach out to the customer. The company was started in the mid-50s by Lib and Seth Euliss. My father moved to Liberty, bought it from Seth and Lib, I think in 1975. It's primarily a fuel oil, kerosene business. Propane wasn't really quite as big at that time. Our previous software, my father had purchased in the late 80s. The software that we had transitioned to a couple of different owners. The final owner said, hey, in 2 years we're cutting off support. So the simple solution would have been to go with the software company that bought our previous software. But when we did our research, is that when you lifted the hood of the company that bought our old software, it wasn't a modern platform. It was an engine with 200,000 miles on it. It's always hard to move from a system that you've been on for 25 years. Our old system, it was a 6 to 8 month process to bring you up to speed, maybe even a year. And when we transitioned to Cargus, the learning curve was a lot quicker for our people in the office. We had some older employees with, 30 plus years, and how quickly they were able to adapt to the system was pretty surprising to me. A big change was the tablet system. What we found when we investigated was that Cargus was, probably one of 2 software companies that really had a tablet-based system more than like a laptop-based system. I immediately, as a dispatcher, found the advantages of the real-time sending deliveries to a driver in a truck. And the communication with that tablet in the office is seamless. It's pushing us away from paper. We are a very paper-driven system before. There were work orders that were printed on paper. There were paper files in the office because there was no way to attach the paperwork to the account. As we move away from paper, we're seeing the efficiency we're gaining. We were even talking today about going away from printing delivery tickets. A 30-stop day and a driver not having to climb back in the truck and print a delivery ticket could save 30 to 45 minutes a day. For our operation, we have one refilling site, so everyone has to come back to one main bulk plant. So if you don't have really good tracking, you don't have tank monitoring, you kind of have to limit the radius around that bulk plant as far as a service area that you can handle. What we found with the factoring system that works so well in Cargus, and now with the tank monitoring technology, is we can expand that radius out another 10, 15 miles. We look at, our close to 6,000 customers now. What if we can cut out one delivery a year to 6,000 customers? So what does that saves Euliss money, which in turn cuts our costs down, which means we can keep our costs lower for our customers.